Good morning, this is your Stats Sensei, Mr. Spensei, and this is our exit ticket. Where's your crib? A study was conducted to determine where moose were found in a region containing a large burned area. A map of the study was partitioned into the following four habitat types. It's believed that more than 4,500 moose make this area their home. Must be a very large area. Inside the burned area was habitat 1. Inside the burned area, but near the edge, is habitat 2. Habitat 3 is outside the burned area, but near the edge, and Habitat 4 is outside the burned area and not anywhere near the edge, so it's a ways away. Proportion of total acreage in each of the habitat types was determined for the study area. Using an aerial survey, moose locations were observed and classified into one of the four habitat types. The results are given in the table below. So here we are. The researchers who conducted the study expect the number of moose observed in a habitat to be proportional to the amount of acreage in that type of habitat. Are the data consistent with the expectations? Conduct an appropriate statistical test at an alpha level of 0.101 or 1% to support your conclusion. And then it says we need to answer these conditions, and that's where we are at here, because the other part we did during in the previous video. So which type of habitat, type 1, 2, or 3, or 4, had the greatest contribution to the chi-squared statistic? Justify your response and show the calculation for the condition. Well, to do that, I need to run the test. Well, in order to do that, I need to put my data in. So I've put all the observed values in L1. So you can see that the observed values are in L1, and I put the percentages or frequencies in L2. Then I go up to L2, and I'm going to have to multiply by the sample size. Well, they told us we had a sample size of 117, so that's what I multiplied, and that gives me my expected values. So even though it didn't ask for my expected values, I still had to calculate them to do this work. So 39.78, 11.817, 12.168, and 53.235. All right, but now that I have those calculated, I still don't have my answers. Well, to do that, I have to run the rest of the test. Stat test, since we're wanting to know whether it fits the distribution, that makes it a goodness of fit. Is it a good fit for the distribution is what they're asking. L1, L2, our degrees of freedom are 1, 2, 3, 4 categories minus 1. And what we care about this time is not the chi-squared or the p-values. We care about the contributions. So I have a contribution of 5.49, 8.77, 26.13, and 3.29. So my contributions by habitat 1 was 5.49, 2 was 8.77, 3 is definitely the largest at 26.13, and then 4 is 3.29. Well, how did I do that? How did they calculate that? Well, they used the chi-squared, which is observed minus expected squared over expected, and plugged in number 3. So we observed 30, but we only expected to see 12. So 30 minus 12.16 over 12.16 equals 26.13. All right. So that's where that value came from. That was our observed. This was our expected. This was our expected. And this was for habitat 3. I hope that helped, and I sure hope to see you on the next one. Thank you.